Overall, it's kind of like the first game here this year. It's a little different feeling though because this was a game where you had a chance to move into first place all by yourselves.
Yeah, both teams. We were lucky to get out of that first period at 0-0. I think everybody on this side of the hallway was pretty excited to be at 0-0, and as little as you can build on things. We had our best shift with 29 seconds left in the first there, and that gave us a little jump. And quite honestly, probably the best thing that happened is they scored because it kind of changed the way the game was going. We were lucky tonight, obviously, to get 2 goals right on the heels of their goals to kind of keep momentum at a standstill, and then we had a lead, and here we are once again. They scored 6 on 5, and overtime was anybody's game. We both had some great chances. We hit the knob, they hit the post, and I think the kid missed the empty net. I didn't have the good angle, but I looked at the clock, and she looked like she had enough time, and looked like the puck jumped up on her, and both teams laid it out on the line. A lot of red faces in the handshake line, and great to see a good crowd out here, and they were certainly entertained.
What did you guys do better after the first period, do you think? Because they really controlled play the first period. It was down there, 90% of the game wasn't there. And what did you guys do better after that, though?
Yeah, I just think we just started feeling the game out. They just took it to us. We were just sitting back, hoping the thing didn't go in. And Grace made some nice stops, and pucks were going wide. And we just a couple of shifts, and obviously the goal always helps to get a little bit of momentum. And nothing. We didn't do anything different. We weren't playing any different in terms of systems and stuff. We just got our legs. We're both good hockey teams, and there's going to be ebbs and flows, both ways. And probably, they're happy with the tie because they had to score extra attacker, and we're probably pretty happy with the tie the way the first period ended.
The exact same thing happened in the first game against these guys here. Is the mood different this time after this, or is it kind of a similar feeling, or
No, I think it's a little bit different. I thought we had a much better game today than we did earlier in the season. I thought we were probably lucky to get away with a tie earlier in the season there. Mm-hmm. Where tonight I thought we gave a little bit better effort, especially in the first period. I thought we came out strong in that. That was a good game all around.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the first period too, because obviously, is there any negative if you have that much control of a game? Like, can you get yourself tired more because you're out there skating so much, or is it,
I don't know. The big thing for us was we wanted to create some energy for ourselves. Yeah. I would say the last, there's been a few games in the last little stretch here where our first periods haven't been great. Not bad by any means, but a little bit blah. The energy's been down, and then we've picked it up as the game's gone on. So I think that was a big focus coming into tonight, is making sure that we came out with energy.
As a coach, obviously, one thing I'm sure you're pretty disappointed with is just a couple of times where you guys score goals and you seem to score within the next shift or so. What does that do to coaches?
Yeah. It puts some gray hairs on your head, that's for sure. In those situations, you got to understand the situation. You got to know how big those situations are. You can't be giving up goals right after you score one. It kind of kills your momentum. You worked hard to gain that momentum by scoring a goal, and then you give it right back. So it's just something we got to focus on and work on.
The other thing is, I know it's really early in the season still, but how big is Saturday's game now in the context of later on in the year? If you happen to finish tied with this team, it's going to be the tiebreaker and stuff like that.
Yeah. That stuff's in the back of your mind for sure. You don't want to look too much into the future. You want to focus on the present, what you need to do right now, and that. So for us, it's not so much about what those types of things. We just got to go out there. We're looking to get 2 points for the league standings. That's basically what it comes down to.
What does it maybe say about your team that you have the only 2 so-called blemishes on St. Lawrence's record, 15-0-2 now? Both of those ties against your team, comebacks in the last minute of the game. What does that say about the skill, the talent, and the resiliency of your team?
Yeah, I think it's like you said. It's just the resiliency. We did a good job tonight. I thought when we were down, in the last couple of minutes there, we did a good job pressing. We got quite a few shots. We got some bodies and traffic on net there. So it's a good sign that our players, they're not giving up. They continue to keep pressing, and that. St. Lawrence is a good team. Obviously, they're doing a good job. We get up for these games. And I think they do too. We enjoy playing in these games. I'm sure that plays a part in us, having the only couple blemishes on their their record there. It's just, you got that built-in rivalry that it's easy for the players to get up
Is
for.
it very similar to the first game against St. Lawrence here in this building? I was just wondering, is there a different reaction though after this game compared to maybe how you guys felt in October when you had the 3-3 tie? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a battle against St. Lawrence, who we've been rivalries for a long time, and I just think that for us, we feel more seasoned as a team, and we've come together a lot since that last matchup against them. So I think for us, we have a lot to take away from this game, and we battled really hard to come back, and I think we have a lot of things to take forward into our game against them on Saturday, and we're just ready to get a win.
Any point obviously is big, but how big is it when you're at home and you're kind of maybe favored, even though they're ranked higher than you, to make sure you at least get something out of it? I mean, was that a big deal not to come out with a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. When you're in your home barn, you want to make sure that you're giving the fans a good time, and especially today, we had a lot of fans come out, and we really appreciate all the support, and we just wanted to make sure that when they come into our arena, we let them know we're kind of in charge here, and I know they're going to kind of have the same mentality when we go to Appleton on Saturday, so we just got to make sure we keep our game elevated when we go there as well.
Yeah, you haven't played all the time, but you've been here for 5 years, so I was going to ask you, is this the most exciting year you've had with Clarkson St. Lawrence games, just with the way the two teams are playing?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really exciting knowing that both the North Country teams are, ranked pretty high this year, and there's a lot of buzz around both our teams, so it's been a lot of fun just getting to, have good matchups against them this season.
And crowd-wise, too, is this one of the bigger crowds you played in front of in this building, you think? Or
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
ECAC championship weekends? But...
Yeah, I mean, today was actually awesome. I know everyone was pretty excited about the number 5, number 3 matchup, so it was nice to have all the support, and the student section was pretty excited, so that's pretty fun to see.
Kind of, what did you kind of see on the goal that you scored?
Well, to be honest, it's all a blur, but all I saw was last time when I had a shot, I shot strong side, so this time I thought I'd shoot for the weak side, and it went top corner, so.
What was your first reaction when you saw what happened to you?
First reaction was, oh my god, I guess we just scored and tied it up. It was a good team effort. I mean, Saab made a good pass to me and going wide with it, so it's a good team effort.
And what's been kind of your early impressions of just this rivalry and what it's like to play these games?
Well, coming in as a freshman, you know that St. Lawrence is your biggest rivalry and everybody talks about it. So, I mean, you got to keep it up with that. So, coming hard every game, can't let them win, especially in our barn, too.
Right. I guess the last thing I asked was just what was kind of the mood on the bench a little before your goal? Were you guys getting nervous as a team, do you think?
I think so, yeah. We were a little nervous for sure, but I think it also, my goal kind of helped the team find that energy again, and I think it really rejuvenated us for that final overtime.
The first time that you guys tied 3-3 here, it was the second half of the home and home series, but this being the first of the 2 games, how much confidence does scoring that goal and getting this tie give you and give the team heading into the second match?
Lots of confidence. I mean, I think it's a good end because you can take a lot, like Merce said, you can take a lot from this game, and it's good energy to bring to the next one, so it'll help us. So
I just asked, it was kind of similar to the game in the fall. I was just wondering, is it a different mood you guys have at the end of this one than you had in September, or is it kind of similar feeling, or October rather?
I think it's a similar feeling. I think the girls on the team were a little bit more down after this one, being undefeated, and same thing happened in October, 3-3 tie with 30 seconds left. But I think we'll get them on Saturday.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about just what did you guys do well after the first period? Looked like it was all kind of them controlling play. After that, though, you guys were fairly even with them. What did you think you guys changed or did better after the first?
I think our work ethic improved definitely after the first period. We got here and we were a little shocked. They were really fast and hard on pucks, but after the first period, we figured them out a little and we battled a little harder and got pucks to the net, which helped a lot.
Being on the road too, how big was it that you guys were able to kind of keep answering their goals pretty quickly after they scored?
Yeah, it's definitely big having good shifts after they score. All the girls were fired up. Nobody got too down on the bench, and I think that helped a lot.
As far as after this game too, playing in one of the better teams you played this year, how much confidence does it give you about your own team? The way you guys played tonight, that you can keep kind of this pace up for most of the season, if not all the season.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a big tie for us tonight. But it obviously would have been nice to get the win. But we're still undefeated and we're still ranked third, so that's pretty nice.
And just kind of put any more extra emphasis on Saturday's game now because somebody's
yeah,
going to be
we want to get the win at home at Appleton. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks.